Welcome to Leeds College, Peshawar. My name is Untitled Chapter and I'm a lecturer of English and Comparative Literature at Leeds College, Peshawar. In today's lecture, I would be focusing on what we mean by direct and indirect speech. Before we define what is direct speech and what is indirect speech, it's very fundamental to understand what we mean by speech. Basically, we mean by speech, it's taken from the word spachi, and the spachi means dialogue, conversations, or maybe discourse. So the speech is fundamentally categorized into two types. One is the direct speech and the second is the indirect speech. Now coming down to define what we mean by direct speech. Remember, in direct speech we convey the exact and actual words spoken by the speaker. Now, to make this definition of the direct speech clear, I have written a sentence in direct speech like, Mr. Ali said, I am a medical student at Leeds College, Peshawar. Now, in this sentence, we convey the actual words spoken by Mr. Ali. I am a medical student at Leeds College. If I convey and I ship the same words, I mean this is the direct speech, right? Now coming down to what is the indirect speech. Remember, in indirect speech, we do not convey the actual exact words of the speaker, but we convey those words and statement indirectly. For example, this is the indirect sentence, the indirect speech. Mr. Ali said that I was a medical student at Leeds College, Peshawar. I changed the direct speech into indirect, giving some changes. For example, Mr. Ali said, we drop the comma and instead we write the connective that, right? I was a medical student at Leeds College. Remember, the pronouns in the reported speech changes according to the subject. So we say that Mr. Ali said that he was a medical student at Leeds College, Peshawar, right? This is the first person pronoun changes according to the subject. He was a medical student at Leeds College, Peshawar. Remember, sometime tense in the reported speech in indirect changes, and that is called the back shift. And I have written that tense in the reported speech when change in indirect speech is called back shift. Like, we go back to the sentence in the direct speech, I am a medical student at Leeds College, Peshawar. Now in the reported speech we have the present simple tense or the simple present tense, but in indirect speech the tense has been changed. Like, see, he was a medical student at Leeds College, Peshawar. So the indirect, the reported speech has changed into the past tense, and this is called back shift. The present simple tense changes into past tense, present continuous changes into past continuous, present perfect changes into past perfect, and so on and so forth. Keep in touch. Have a nice time. Thank you very much for your time.